Hi, welcome back to Nichelle, Chosen One's channel platform. How's everybody doing on this beautiful day, night, evening, wherever you are in life? Um, I want this channel to be about for people who were scapegoated, people who were misrepresented, and people who were silenced, and how you're learning how to trust yourself again through all this, okay? Today's topic is going to be about how grief exposes people's true capacity, true colors. Okay, some of you have been through situations where you had to grieve losses of people, losses of certain situations, and family dynamics, friends, relationships, platonic or lovers, in general, and just generally speaking. Let this resonate where it fits in for you. Okay. But yeah, grief exposes people's true capacity, people's true colors. When you lose on your journey in life, for some of you, um you may be able to relate to what I'm about to explain, express. Sometimes on your journey in life, you go through life where you have highs and lows. That's just life. You're going to experience that in life in general. Okay. It's just all about how you respond to it. Okay. How you handle it. Um, some of you may have went through some situations with family members, okay, with people that you thought were close to you, people that you've known since you were a child, people that knew you before you even knew you. Okay. So, when you lose certain people in your life, certain people leave your life, it's crazy how you start to see people's true colors. Okay. People's true capacity. You know what I mean? There's a capacity to certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you lose people that you love and hold dearly close to you, um, that's a time of grievement, a time of like vulnerability to a certain extreme. You know what I mean? And even if you try to be strong, you're still vulnerable. You're still trying to process a death of someone. Okay, and when I mean a death, is like the person's not coming back. You're not going to see that person or those people the same way you were seeing people prior to their death. They're not coming back in this lifetime. All right, that's it. No one ever comes back when they die. You know what I'm saying? If they do come back, it's in another form. If you believe in that life after death. Oh, we're not gonna go that extreme right now today with those details, okay? But you start to see people for who they truly choose to be in your life, the convenience. You know what I mean? Like, for some of you, you may have lost sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, best friend, whatever you may call it, whoever was close to you in life. And you notice how when you do lose someone, you lose them physically, but you also are going through a death in your life as well. You may not be experiencing the physical death, but you're experiencing death in this time zone. When that person leaves, certain things in your life end up ending. You start seeing people for who they truly are. The people that you thought were there for you before these people have passed away, no one's there for you. No one's checking in on you. No one's seeing if you're okay. Do you need help? Do you need assistance? You know what I mean? A lot of people are fighting over wills and fighting over policies, and it's about money, and it's about this war, what they can get. Everybody's situation and circumstances is different. You know what I mean? But you really start to see who is going to show up for you, who is going to be there for you in the end. Okay? And it's like, you really see people for who they truly are, who they choose to be. People will disappear. And it's like, the crazy thing about it is that everybody in the beginning that does show up comes to the funeral. It's not going to last that long. Like, people are like, oh, I'm there for you. Call me if you need anything. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to check in on you and this and that. And I'd say give it like a month, if that. You start seeing how everybody forgets about that person. No one talks about that person no more. No one contacts you to speak about how you're doing while you're the one that's still alive. You know what I mean? You don't see no one showing up. It's like that person didn't even exist anymore. It's crazy. I sat back and I watched it. I lost my sister and I lost my aunt. And it's crazy how their how how time goes by and how the years go by and their anniversaries come up. And you know how sometimes, like, for some of you, different are different ages on this platform, but if you're on the social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, and sometimes, when their anniversaries come up, everybody starts posting, I miss you, stuff like that, posting pictures and memories and videos. You start to see that, like, that dies out. No one's like posting them up. No one's speaking and saying their name anymore. They're just going on with their life like that person doesn't even exist. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, everybody wants to, like, they want that, like, attention. They want that, like, speaking on their name in the beginning, like, because everybody else is doing it. It's like, let's jump on the bandwagon type of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's really sad. People be clout chasing. That's what I wanted to say. People be clout chasing. You know what I mean? And I just watched it, and it's like my sister. I don't see nobody talking. I love my sister so much. We had our highs and we had our lows, but at the end of the day, we really was tapped in and tuned in spiritually, physically. In the physical world, we clashed, but we still loved each other. Okay, but it's spiritually, me and her is tapped, and I still sense her around me to this day. But I just see how my sister was a very social person. She was a social butterfly, but she couldn't really see the people that she didn't have an eye to see. Like, some people didn't really have her best interest at heart, and if she did see it, she, like, ignored it. You know what I mean? Because she was a social butterfly. She liked to socialize with everybody. You know what I mean? Me, on the other hand, I was more of a laid back observer, so I could kind of see things that she didn't pay attention to. She could do the same for me sometimes. You know what I mean? But the reason why I share that is because all those people that my sister was cool with, that she placed as her friends, and the ones that I warned her about, even family members, cousins, fake ass cousins smiling in her face trying to get information from my sister, like, just stop the whole day. There was a big family dynamic around the time my sister, like, quarrel, like, chaos, like, drama. And my sister was in between it, but she wasn't in the right state of mind at the time. You know what I mean? And these wicked family members try to prey off of people like that. You know what I mean? That's why I always like to protect my sister, because there was things about her that she didn't have the strength to fight or battle against. You know what I'm saying? She just wanted to, like, get along with people. She was easily influenced. You know what I mean? I'm not evil. I was never easily influenced. I see through the smoke of mirrors, and I see you for who the fuck you are, straight up. But I know, like, the reason why I'm sharing all that is because she was so social and so, like, thinking everybody was cool with her. And when she passed away, funeral was packed. My sister had like over 400, 500 people show up at her service like she was a celebrity. Where are all these people now? You see what I'm trying to say? And this is the thing about grieving. You see a lot of shit. Like, especially if you're someone that went through some deep, tragic stuff and loss, you really, once you start healing and you take time to yourself, you sit back and you start putting the pieces together and you start seeing the world for what it is. You can't operate off of what everybody thinks about you. You can't operate off of what people say about you. You can't operate off of people spreading rumors and trying to create narratives against you. These people are all being cleared out for a reason. Before your next chapter, your family members and your relatives, when they die, they're moving on to the next part of their journey. So even though we're still here living, we're connected. We have to move on with our next sector of our journey. And a lot of those people that are around you, it's a tower moment. It's an ending. You see what I'm saying? Not just their death. Their death is just signifying. It's a death for a lot of people. Okay? And that death, what happens is that you have to move on, and God is showing you and revealing a lot of people and who they truly are, because they can't go to the next chapter with you. If you don't see that, then you'll be pulled into the bullshit. But if you really, really attune and you tap in and you start doing the healing work and healing your inner child and your traumas, unlike these opposite people from you, they're gonna hate you. But at the same time, they inspired by you because they didn't have the guts or the balls to stand up and heal. Heal. A lot of people are afraid to look themselves in the mirror and actually heal and reflect. Instead, they deflect. And that's why they're stuck. And that's why they're where they are now. You know what I mean?